Christine says, this is actually, oh yeah, this is a statement and a question, by the way. Christine says...
Did you guys get together and figure out the format of this? Is that what happened?
I had no idea this was coming, so yeah.
Here we go.
Christine says, next year will be her first Race for Hope.
Good.
And she wants to know, will you be there in 2015?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
I mean, that was super simple. Listen, this is not. I don't come here every year necessarily in a professional capacity. You know, you guys know the story about the first year I was here and all that. I don't really want to get into it because I don't want to cry. But I'll come here every year that they'll allow us to come here because. Yeah, it's a cathartic thing for me and my family. So, and this is bonus. I get to hang out with you guys too.
Yeah. Awesome. It definitely. The cool thing about being involved in this, I think, is that everybody's a family here. We're all part of the same mentality and purpose and cause. It's really nice to have everybody in one room here with David. Who will? Actually, will you be performing an Idol this year? Any plans to perform on Idol at all? This is from Twitter.
No. As of now.
You said no.
Historically, most of the time with Idol, those things kind of come together real quick. I don't think we've ever booked months out on Idol. It's usually like a couple weeks. So, I know, right? This might be the first year I haven't performed on Idol since I was on it. I mean, you know, it's one of those things I'd rather get all our ducks in a row and get the record done and going where we need it to go, and then so that way it's not just us meandering on Idol and selling, you know, a few thousand copies of a single, and then it's like, hey, we'll see you next year. Get a little bit more of a lasting impression. So.
Will you, or have you considered having any of your music on TV shows, movies, anything talks about that?
Well, if it were up to me, you know, every TV show would put residuals. That's free money, you know.
Right.
I've in fact, I don't remember if I've told this story. We, Andy Skibb and I, we wrote, or we didn't write it, but we reworked "Wicked Game" by Chris Isaak, a song that we actually played live.
Great song.
With the intent of not selling it, but getting it played on a TV show, and it was just going to be that. And we were so kind of enamored with the arrangement that we decided to keep playing it. So, but yeah, those things pop up, and you know, we've meddled, it just hasn't really come together.
Which leads me, this is a personal question, which leads, not personal in that aspect, personal for me, rather. Which leads me to my next question. When I worked in Atlanta, which was over 3 years ago, the station I worked for used to make us do something called voice tracking, which I don't know if you're familiar with. It makes it sound like we're there when we're really not. Which is not something the current radio station I work for believes in, thankfully. So, but I remember playing Light On.
Yes.
And I was like, I have 4 seconds. What am I going to say over the intro of this song?
Uh-oh.
And we have to be very brief. And then it occurred to me, I'm like, how come this isn't the theme song for Motel 6? And that's what I said. I said, maybe Coach should consider this being the theme song for Motel 6.
They know where to find us.
They'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I like that. Do we have a rep here for Motel 6?
Not a bad idea, right?
Or any rival of Motel 6 that wants to beat them to the punch. I'm willing to do that as well.
I want a cut of that, by the way, if that happens.
That's fine.
Another song?
10% finder's fee. Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.